Today is all about RV organization and upgrades. Since we moved into Ruby, it has been a constant state of reorganization and better organization. It is a never-ending battle.
No, we've gone through Ruby at least 4 times, purging, rearranging, buying new bins, this, that, and the other. It's never ending.
Yeah, and the goal is to use every single inch of space, of course without being overweight, and optimizing our storage so it makes sense to the way we live in the RV. Today we're going to show you what is working best for us, and on top of that we're going to show you some of our very favorite RV upgrades.
Yeah, that's exciting because there's quite a few on here. It was hard to choose.
As you can see, we have 2 large drawers in our Tiffin RV. And although it seems great to have a large drawer, one for each of us, initially it was a little frustrating because the drawer was so large and so deep. The drawer stayed a mess and we could never find anything. So I came up with a great solution. All it took to fix this problem was a little Luan and some wood glue. It was really a super simple project. So I decided how big I wanted each section to be. I cut 2 pieces of Luan this side and this side, and I just glued them actually to the sides of the drawer. And then when those were dry, I added on my side pieces, and these are just glued to that first piece I put down and the actual drawer itself. And this is pretty stable. We've had no problems with it. Wood glue is pretty strong, so those things aren't going anywhere. And this has allowed us to be more organized and more neat in our drawers instead of it being one just huge drawer. Organization in the bathroom is really important. The medicine cabinet has to have everything in it that we had in our huge bathroom in our sticks and bricks. But the only problem with that is every time we would bounce down the road, opening the cabinets was a dangerous operation because everything would come falling out on us. So we had to figure out a way to stay organized and to keep everything from falling out after driving down the road. So the way I did that was these little acrylic containers, and I have all different shapes and sizes, and I loaded them up in the medicine cabinet. And you can get these online at Target. Sometimes you can find them at Walmart. Make sure you're looking in like the makeup section or the bathroom organizing sections, and make sure you measure your medicine cabinet. As you can see, these are not very wide, so everybody's medicine cabinet is going to come in different sizes, so you want to get the one that fits and not have to go return everything. But this has really helped us stay organized in the medicine cabinet, and the best part is we can see exactly what's in there, so we're not pulling things down trying to find things. We know exactly where it is.
Another area that has a space premium is the shower, and as you can tell, there's not a lot of room in here for stuff. So what we did is we got this 3-in-1 shampoo, conditioner, and shower gel holder for when we're in the shower. So that eliminates the need to have 3 clunky bottles, which would have to go somewhere here, and we don't have the room for it. So this is actually our second 3-in-1. The first one we had was similar to this, and it came with a very weak double-sided sticky tape. We put it on there and it held, I don't know, maybe a month. And one day we just happened to walk in and we heard this loud crash, and this fell and it was completely full, and it shattered on the shower floor. So we lost all the shampoo and conditioner and all that, and we had to buy another one. This time I put the VHB tape on the back of this to hold it in place, and it's been up here for, I don't know, probably a year. It hasn't moved.
Being organized in the bedroom is the only way to be able to find your clothes quickly and keep them neat and wrinkle-free. So I've tried many ways to organize not only the bedroom, but really the whole RV. And this whole year, our first year, I've been pulling things in and out and finding things that work better each time. So over the bed, as you know, this is a huge space and your clothes can be a total mess up here. So as a way to combat that, I'm using bins. Now this is our 3rd set of bins. The first set of bins, the bottom was more narrow than the top, and this and none of them could I see through. This one I finally figured out. If you get a bin you can see through, then you can actually find your stuff. And not only that, when you're folding your clothes, if you stack them this way, you can see what you have and pull them straight out instead of folding them and stacking them this way. So this has been a game changer for us. And we got these at the Container Store, and I want to say we got them on sale for like $3 or $4 a piece. So they're not that expensive, and they really have made a difference in storing our stuff over the bed. When it comes to RV closets, space again is at a premium. And if you have as many clothes in your closet as Phil has in his closet, you're going to want to maximize every little inch. So in order to do that, we have some super thin hangers. Let me grab you some. That we actually picked up from Walmart. They're super thin, like I said, and this one even has a little bit of rubber on the top to keep your clothes from falling off. Now, these weren't the first set of hangers we tried when we moved into the RV. We actually found some at Walmart that were thin, but they had felt on them, and we hated them. The reason we hate them is because getting clothes on and off the hangers were a real pain. By the time you got the clothes off, your neck of your shirt was all stretched out of shape, and it was just ridiculous. So we got rid of all those, and we have these, which we also got at Walmart. They're pretty inexpensive, and they will let you pack a lot of clothes into your RV. And if you're like Phil, you're going to want that. All right, now this is a bonus tip for you. It's not much of an organization, but it can prevent you from losing a toe, or like in our case, it can prevent a bottle of balsamic dressing from landing on your carpet and busting into a million pieces. That was a nice cleanup job. All right, so what we use are tension rods. And you can see them here inside this cabinet. And, you know, because we're rolling down the road, everything in this cabinet has the potential to fall when you open the cabinets. And we've had things fall out before. So we have these small tension rods in these cabinets. We also put tension rods on all the shelves of our fridge and in our pull-out cabinets over here. So let's check those out. So this is one of our pull-out pantries, and you can see here all of our glass bottles. This one's high enough for them, but there is plenty of room for them to tip over and fall out, which is exactly what happened the last time. So we took the tension rods and we just slid them in here, and it just gives another buffer in the cabinets. And as you can see, we have them here and we have them here. Anywhere we think something might fall out and crash and break.
All right, so we were looking to reclaim dead space inside Ruby, and there was a lot of it in here. And one of the things we found was this area here had 2 faux doors that were held on with super strong Velcro. So one morning we were sitting in our pajamas, and I took a picture, posted it on one of the Tiffin pages, and said, how do these open? And somebody said, well, they just pop off. Well, jumped right up in my jammies and pulled them off, and this space was behind it. So it's only about, I don't know, 2 inches thick. So as you can tell, this spot was perfect for our time zone clocks, because we don't have too many because we don't know how to tell time. We have them up here because our family's spread out throughout the country. Perfect spot.
One of the things I recommend when you're trying to make good use of your space is to use the height. And until recently, we were actually missing out on about half of our cabinet space. So we found these shelf extenders, I guess, whatever you want to lift or whatever you want to call them. And as you can see, we are able to use our whole cabinet instead of just the bottom half. So we also put them in this shelf here. And we found a bin for all the loose things, lids, whatever, that tend to roll around. And this has really helped us to capture more space in these cabinets, and we don't feel like everything's just shoved in the cabinet. There's actually some room in there for things to move around. All right, so I might as well fill you guys in because I know I'm going to get a million questions. So as you can see, there is some silver in the back of our cabinets. It's not because we're all glamorous or anything. It's actually Reflectix. So it's an insulation that helps when our slides are out. It helps keep it a little bit cooler in the cabinets, because when you open these doors without it, you can feel a ton of heat. So if you haven't put these in your slides, your cabinets, anything that gets direct sunlight, I recommend it. You can get it at Lowe's, Home Depot, or even Amazon. So it's really easy to find, and it really makes a difference. One of the best upgrades we did, well, in my opinion, it's one of the best, are the window boxes and the headboard. I actually took these curtains out of my dining room before we sold our sticks and bricks, and I cut them apart and I recovered the headboard. It was this terrible light brown tan color, and it was so boring. And the window boxes were some weird animal print. So I literally cut them apart and reupholstered all of them in this new fabric. And I really think it changed the look and feel of the RV, and it made it ours. So don't be afraid to take something apart and make it your own and make it feel like your own home. If you want to see how I did it, make sure you check out my window box video, and I'll put a link for that in the bottom. Another one of the changes I made in the RV is I made these pictures here to go in the RV. And the goal, not only with the curtains, but with these, is to bring as much white and light as possible, because it was so dark and dreary in here. So I made this in Photoshop, and then I put it on a hard plastic, and then made these simple frames to go with it to frame it out. All of these are super light, and I actually have them hanging with 3M Velcro tape. So these suckers aren't going anywhere, and they were super easy to hang. They're lightweight. You don't have to worry about them falling off the wall and breaking. So it's super easy to do. As a matter of fact, I can make one for you. So if you're thinking you want something like this in your RV, just send me an email and we can see what we can work out.
With our outside storage, we had the same issue that we had on the inside. We wanted to make sure that we capitalized on all the space that we had. And being that Ruby only had one really big storage bay, the smaller bays, we had to get creative with those. So Stacy came up with a great idea. Take the pegboard that we already had in our sticks and bricks garage and add it to the base so we can capture the entire space. Before we put this in, as you can see, this is about 7 or 8 inches is all I had to work with. So with putting the pegboard in on both sides and the back, we put in these, it's almost kind of like a wire tie. I bought a roll of it and then cut different lengths, put it through the back, and then installed the pegboard. And as you can see, we maximize our storage space in this small 6-inch deep bay. So we not only did this bay, but we did a bay on the other side as well. For more information on how we did this, check below for the video link. One of my favorite upgrades to Ruby were my snap pads. They're a one-time deal. They snapped right on. I had to put a little dish detergent, liquid dish detergent around it, drop the leveling jacks, and they snapped right in. The name says it all. And let me tell you, they have saved me a ton of back pain by not having to bend down every time to put something under our jack. If you're interested in the video and how we put these on, check the link below. If you're interested in purchasing snap pads for your RV as well, there'll be a link for that below as well. So this is probably by far the biggest upgrade that we've done to Ruby. And this has been a game changer in the way that we RV. Putting in these 6 lithium batteries has helped us boondock and have power at our fingertips and not have to worry about turning on the generator before we hit the microwave or before Stacy uses the hairdryer. So these were a long time in coming, best upgrade ever. So if you're ready to get out there and stay out there on your own power, check out the Battleborn link below. And also check out our video of the install. That'll be below as well.
I hope some of these tips will help you as you get better organized in all your odd looking spaces in your RV, because none of them are a perfect shape.
No, so you have to have a lot of creativity and just a little bit of money to make it work.
Make sure you use all your spaces in your RV to their maximum potential.
That's right. Look for all those dead spaces that you can capitalize on. Up, out, whatever it is, it's there. Trust me, we're still finding it.
And if you're looking for any of the links to any of the things we talked about, if you look below us, there's a word, it says description. Just click on that and it's going to expand the box and you'll see all of the links that we have for you.
Yep, so there's some good videos in there on the things that we've done up to this point.
So thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Give us a thumbs up and hit the notification bell.
And we will see you on the road. Our only 2 drawers. I mean, not our only two big drawers. Okay.
It was perfect.
As to its
Perfect for hanging our world clock or our country clocks. No, I like the country.
Our time zone clocks.
That's what I'm trying to say. Gah!
Start with it. One of the things I recommend when you're trying to make use. What are our? As you can. Blah
Blah, blah, blah.
blah blah.
So we just kind of put them up there to let us know where we were in the country as well. So that didn't make a damn bit of sense.
That's actually reflexic. Blah, blah. How do you say it? Reflexic.
Reflecting. Reflectix.
Okay.